You know, this country is absolutely insane. And it's not just the fact that we can't elect a new president. I'm talking about the Weather Channel. What is that about? It's 24 hours a day of weather. Am I missing something here? It's weather. You want to know what the weather is? You open a window, you stick your hand out. Your local weather person who's looking out a window can't tell you anything about the weather. We don't even know where these people are. They could be in a bunker in Costa Rica. We don't know. They're printing money down there. They tell us what the dew point is. I live in New York City. Concrete doesn't have a dew point. The reason you actually would watch the Weather Channel is when you left the weather area, as I did in April, New York, to fly to another one, Detroit. It's nice to know what the weather is so you know how to pack. They told me it was going to be 68 and sunny. It was snowing. That's not even close. You're not even in the ballpark. Why do we have weather people? What we should have are chimpanzees dressed up. And we give them darts. And they throw it at the dartboard. And it's 8 and 7 is 15 and 20 is 35 and 18 is 53. The chimp says it'll be 53. And then you'll go outside and it'll be 92, but you can go, well, what are you going to do? The weatherman's a chimp. They asked me to come on the show this evening to talk about the election, but since we don't know anything, I've got nothing to talk about. So I thought maybe I'd just stand here for 2 minutes and we'd all just think about it. Voting was brutal yesterday, though. That was horrible going into that booth. Standing there, it felt like hours, trying to figure out which of the jackasses I disliked more so I would know which one I should vote for. And in New York City, it was even worse. They added insult to injury. We had to vote for a senator. We had a choice between Lady Macbeth or a 12-year-old. Can somebody explain to me how Rick Lazio became a congressman? How is that possible? What was he running against? An otter? And people say, well, we can't vote for the otter. You're going to have to go and get it and chase it and bring it back. I left that voting booth. I felt so badly about myself. I felt like I feel when I've touched myself too much. The only good thing about voting is that the days that follow, no matter how bad a day is, you can think, well, at least I don't have to vote today. I guess I could have voted for Nader, but why? What kind of a candidate was that? What would you vote for him for? So you could have better warranties on your household appliances? And now the fate of the country is in the hands of Florida. Hello! These people live in an area where the humidity is over 100%. And do you know how you know it's over 100% humidity? When you're walking down the street for 5 minutes thinking to yourself, you know, I should have put deodorant on my genitals. You can't think in that kind of weather. You know, today, it actually struck me maybe a military coup wouldn't be bad. Get the army on the street yelling, go back to your homes, everything will be okay. Coup! It sounds almost festive, doesn't it? There's a reason that we didn't vote, you know, that the vote was inconclusive last night. And the reason is we're telling ourselves something. We don't want either of them. Okay? These are very strange times, and they call for strange men. And I think there's no one stranger than Dan Quayle. I think it's his time. He's a funny guy, and we need a good laugh at this point. And Dan's the man. Here's a man who went to American Samoa, to an island called Pango Pango, and he, of course, called it Pogo Pogo. He said to the Samoans, whose culture had been there for years and years and years, he said, you all look like happy campers to me. Happy campers you are. Happy campers you've been, and as far as I'm concerned, happy campers you'll always be. He's very, very lucky that those Samoans showed restraint and didn't eat him, which would have been the correct response. I say, Dan Quayle, his time has come. Thank you and good night.
Fine thinking. Great job. Niles Black, everybody. We'll take a break.